shout out to Abstract Concepts for donating a free video to the VG Fight School channel. I was on this conundrum. Should I make this RAM video and all that? But I went on Amazon and I found RAM. So I was like, well, I'm not going to sit here and complain because I've actually resolved the issue for a potential problem. A friend of the family wanted to build a PC for their kid. So I just did not even do any digging. I thought I was going to be doing a digging, but anyways, Abstract Concepts, shout out to you. You said I got bored of having the same stupid Xbox convos, so I made this video of Xbox P3, which is Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, Matt Booty. It's 2 years old. Still amazing how people really did not understand any of it. Only the best analysts recently reiterate what is said here as their own thoughts. And I'm like, Abstract Concept, I remember sitting through this video on a video. Whew, it took a while, but I wonder what you've actually uncovered that you're going to remind us of, and I'll be happy to relay the message on your behalf. Thank you, sir.
Let me start a little bit outside of that, and then I'll get to the 4 specific games that we're talking about right now. Because the fundamental decision driver for any decision that we make, anything we're going to talk about today, is the long-term health of Xbox. That we're running a growing platform that is reaching more players, that our games are having as much success as possible. And I do have a fundamental belief that over the next 5 or 10 years, exclusive games that are exclusive to one piece of hardware, are going to be a smaller and smaller part of the game industry. And
that's not some, according to him, and that's not something insight is what he said. Let me see.
It's not some great insight.
Hey, remember? I remember the quotes.
Because if you look at the last 10 years and what the biggest games are today, it's a natural place. Whether it's one console and PC, multiple consoles, mobile console and PC, you see big games landing on multiple platforms. And we want to be a great platform for creators that are trying to realize that potential. Our key of...
I think they've done a decent job. I think they've done a good job. It didn't seem like this with the noise from last year. Last year was so noisy. Oh, Xbox. This year was about to be noisy, but I think Xbox just dropping games, like an anvil on, pests was kind of something that usually whenever the noise went up, bam, you had some game drops. Whenever there was noise, bam, game drops. So I think that really did go ahead and favor them. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, check this out. Even when they didn't even drop a game, bam, Xbox Play Anywhere. Oh, people are like, whoa, you mean the new 007 game? I'm going to get 2 copies if I buy one? Stuff like that, right? That really makes your platform, one that is worth taking a look at. It makes the people who talk about Xbox in a negative light quite weird. Because it's like, dude, how can you be mad at me getting 2 copies of a video game? You know what I mean? It's like on average, each copy of that game, if you play on console, costs you 50% the cost. Now, yes, you have a PC. You should, as an Xbox gamer. I don't know what you're doing. You're a PC gamer now. Welcome to the family.
Play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want, when everybody plays, we all win. These have been part of our strategy for years and will continue to be. Our focus is on how do we continue to grow the games industry by reaching more players in more places, and how do we grow Xbox as part of that. Xbox is a hardware platform, Xbox is a publisher of great games, and Xbox as a platform for the world's best creators.
And then knowing that,
So it's a multi-pronged approach. Man, what an embarrassment, though, that we've had to sit through the media actually turn this thing into a bad thing.
how do we think about our first-party games and Game Pass?
Yeah, well, to build on what Phil just said, one thing I would add, as you were talking about growth, is just that we've sort of seen this inversion over the last 5 years where it used to be that the platform was the biggest thing.
That's right.
And the games would sort of tuck in within the platform. Today, big games like a Roblox or a Fortnite could actually be bigger than any one platform. And that really has changed the way that we think about things. So in the midst of all that, I think we at First Party can come back to sort of some core principles. First, that all of our games will be on the Xbox platform. Second, all of our games will go into Game Pass on day one. And third, we know that Game Pass will only be available on Xbox. So there's sort of starting points for us. As Phil mentioned, there are games today that you can play that only.
But, you know, Satya might say, hey, man, if PlayStation lets us, you know, he might, you know, he's like, did you all hear him in that interview where it's like, hey, if they want to do Gemini on Azure, let him. If Google wants to do Gemini on Azure, let him come over. He said that. Hey, Satya doesn't frown at money, bro.
Can be found on Xbox, and at the same time, we want to bring more of our games to more players. So we're going to continue to look at that.
Yeah, as you said, we have shipped games on other platforms. In fact, realistically, if you look with the addition of Activision and Blizzard and ZeniMax, we're one of the largest game publishers on PlayStation. We're one of the largest publishers on the Nintendo Switch, especially when you put Minecraft into the equation as well. And now we're one of the largest publishers on mobile platforms as well.
Wow.
And that's not something that we want to back away from.
Of course not. Why would you want to back away from money? Xbox. You know, I feel like they had to over-explain everything last year. Oh, yeah, you know, we want to make money, so let's explain it to everybody. And I was just laughing like, bro, just dump Starfield on PlayStation. And let's just see how the industry looks foolish for talking about, oh, the game has to load. Game that had been made and was being made forever ago. People wanted to come out here and whine. Oh, it loads everything. My dude, the game was made back in the day, was designed in a way that would basically allocate its memory usage in a sensible way. I'm almost surprised that nobody mentioned the fact that the game was probably in development when the PS4 and Xbox One were the consoles on deck. If it had to ship on those devices, oh yeah, that would probably be a way to make a game like that, especially with, you know, Bethesda's infrastructure that had always been kind of fun to deal with.
We want to continue to be building great games that millions and millions of people can love, and that they can play those games where they want to go play. But we do understand the business success that Xbox has to have. Us as leaders in this business, the system today, the system that all companies that we play video games from, is a world of you got to be growing your business. Growth in an Xbox business is critical to the long-term health of Xbox. Many people know I've been on Xbox for over 20 years, and I want to make sure Xbox is in the best position for the next 20 years. That means healthy player community, healthy creator community, and healthy business. So when we look at opportunities to allow more people to play, more people engage, more people to buy, more people to subscribe, it's all about putting Xbox in the best position. And our hardware is a critical component of that. The absolute best experience somebody has on Xbox is hardware that your team builds and that people play on. But that's not going to be everybody. We fully accepted that we're going to have Xbox players across all kinds of devices.
I mean, that's good and sound business sense. You know, when people talk about these ecosystems and these platforms that are supposedly, you know, locked down as this, I don't know, like, you know, we've never seen anything cool before. You know, like somebody wants to pour sand in my eye and tell me that, oh, it's water. I mean, you know, I almost feel like that's very insulting at the end of the day, right? Why not just go ahead and, you know, maybe chunk a rock at me instead of trying to maybe, you know, come out here and make it seem like, you know, oh, exclusivity. No. It's actually good too, though, that everybody is seeing behind the facade, right? It's now become a thing where it's like, yo, don't be fooled. You know, let's not fool ourselves. This is not how the world actually works. There's a way the world works. People chase down money. Look at the way Micron dipped out of the consumer market because it's seen a bigger bag somewhere, right? But that's a bad idea for them anyways. Perhaps maybe they feel like there's something they're going to be dealing with. Anyways, I'm out. Thanks for watching the video. Shout out to Abstract Concept. Talk to you guys in another one. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Peace out.